Year 1. Liam starts teaching math. His annual salary is $45,000. He lives frugally, renting a tiny studio, foregoing entertainment, and spending every spare hour developing unique teaching methods. He looks like a man with no personal life, just an endless stream of students whose success he cares about as deeply as if they were his own. Ethan starts out as a freelance designer. His income is $40,000. He works nights, trying to snag gigs on freelance marketplaces. He lives in the same modest studio as Liam, skimping on everything to afford top-tier hardware and professional software subscriptions. He is convinced that once he becomes famous, he'll rake in the cash. He doesn't live lavishly. Instead, he invests everything into his portfolio, hoping for a big break. Year 2. Liam continues to work himself to the bone. His income rises to $60,000, yet he doesn't increase his spending. He begins recording his lessons to build a library of content.
He realizes his time is valuable, and that time is the one resource he cannot buy. He starts implementing an automated homework system to free up hours for market analysis. Ethan lands a few major contracts. His income hits $70,000. Feeling successful, he leases a high-end laptop and rents an office to look the part of a professional. He spends more time chasing clients and cultivating a polished image for his business than actually honing his skills. He is convinced he is a creative leader, while Liam is just a school teacher who will never break out of his niche. Year 5. Liam makes a decisive move. He launches an online school. He pours all his savings into developing his own platform. The first year is hell. Debts, taxes, technical glitches. He looks worn out. His fellow educators think he's lost his mind. He is teetering on the brink of bankruptcy, working 18-hour days so as not to let down his first students. It seems his intellectual asset is dragging him under. Ethan is at the peak of, quote, success. He hires assistants and takes out a mortgage to, quote, look the part. He earns $150,000, but the costs of maintaining his image and office rent devour 80% of his revenue. He works like a dog to keep his contracts and is constantly stressed by the whims of his clients. He is convinced he has outsmarted the system. Year 8. Liam steps out of the shadows. His online platform has become the standard for exam preparation. He has thousands of subscribers paying a monthly fee. He earns $250,000 a year. He no longer teaches personally. Instead, he manages the system he built. He has created a rock-solid foundation. His product runs without his direct involvement. Now, he can afford to travel while his school continues to grow. Meanwhile, disaster strikes for Ethan. The design market has shifted. Neural networks and low-cost freelancers have driven down the price of his services. Old clients have left, while new ones demand the impossible for peanuts. To cover his mortgage and office costs, he is forced to lay off his assistants and go back to working 16-hour days. He looks like a man whose reserves are completely depleted from chasing a creative vision that turned out to be unwanted in a cutthroat market. Year 10. Liam has fully automated his school. It generates $400,000 in annual net profit. He invests in real estate and stocks, and his system runs like clockwork. He is free. He does what he loves, and his slow path turned out to be the shortest route to independence. Ethan officially files for bankruptcy. His business, built on a polished image and one-off contracts, collapsed at the first sign of an economic downturn. He was left with no home, no savings, and no system. He had spent his prime years playing the cool designer without creating a single asset he truly owned. He ended up empty-handed, realizing his wealth had been nothing but a bubble. Liam chose the path of building a scalable intellectual asset. Ethan chose the path of serving others' needs, a route dependent on fluctuating market conditions. At the start, people saw them simply as a teacher and a designer, but reality proved otherwise. You can be a top-tier specialist, but if you don't own the system, you're essentially selling your life in exchange for flashy visuals. Liam invested in a system. Ethan invested in an illusion.
Which path makes more sense to you? Creating a product that will eventually run without you? Or building a business that demands constant involvement and a perpetual fight for clients? Let us know in the comments which strategy resonates with you, the system path or the creator path. And if you're ready to lay a solid foundation right now, be sure to subscribe to the channel.